What's up guys, welcome to this video. And in this video I want to tell you if it's risky to start your online business, like how risky it is, what are the pros and cons. And I want to tell you this because I've seen a lot of people not get started for the simple reason that they believe it's very risky, that they're not gonna make it, or that they see many people fail, so then they're destined to fail as well. But I want to pretty much break that myth because I've already been through this process of starting out from scratch, not knowing anything about building a business, and after, I've been doing this now for 6-7 years, which is pretty crazy. So I started from scratch, and now I do this pretty much for a living, right? I've been doing this for years. So I know what it feels to be in that position because I was there, right? So the first thing that I want to say is that there are ways to start your business and literally having zero risk of generating extra revenue. A lot of people believe that when you start a business, it has to be exactly like with a physical business or an offline business, that you gotta go and rent an office and hire employees and pay for all of these fixed costs, electricity, internet, water, all of these taxes like that you have to pay when you create a business, like all of these things. But with an online business, it doesn't really have to be that way. Like literally, when I first started out, there was zero risk for me to generate extra revenue. And what I mean by this is that when I started, I was not using any expensive softwares because, first of all, I didn't even knew which softwares I had to use, why I needed to use them. It was a different time. This was 6 years ago. Also, I was not spending money on advertisement. I didn't have the money for advertisement, so I was not spending money on advertisement. What else? I didn't have employees. I didn't have like all this crazy, equipment that I use, like the mics and the cameras and people editing stuff. I didn't have any of that. For me, it was just myself, my computer, and the things that I was selling. So back then I was promoting, like affiliate offers. I was selling other people's products. And when I sold one of the product creators a product, I got a commission. So for instance, back then what I was selling was website hosting. So a hosting company, like a website hosting company, they pretty much allow you to create your website online and host it. So when I got a customer that paid for the hosting company paid me a commission. Basically what I was doing affiliate marketing. It's like if I was, selling these books, I didn't create them, but if I do get a customer, I'm gonna get a commission for the sale of this book. So if I didn't get any customers, I didn't really lose any money. And why? Because I didn't have to go ahead and print 1,000 copies of this book. I also I didn't have to go ahead and hire designers to create a cover of this book. I also don't have a warehouse to store these books. I don't have employees. I don't have anything. So for me, if I don't generate a sale for this book, I didn't lose any money. But the upside is that if I do generate a sale for this book, I make a commission. So when I first started out on high school, there was zero risk for me to generate extra revenue. What I was doing is I was getting 1 to 3 customers per day by sending simple messages to people on Facebook. I was getting the commissions around $100 per sale in commissions. So if I was making one sale a day, $100 in commissions per day, that's $3,000 per month. And that was just like upside, all the upside. I didn't really have any risk. The only risk I could really see back then was to lose time, right? But in the end, it doesn't really matter because in the beginning, you're gonna lose time either ways in other things. So if I'm gonna lose time, I prefer to do it trying to grow my business, right? So that's the thing. The myth is that you will have to pay thousands of dollars, like 10K, 20K, 30K to open a business, but it doesn't have to be that way. You could start with a business model like affiliate marketing, have pretty much very, very little costs, and start looking for customers for free using social media by leveraging content creation, posting content on YouTube, posting content on Instagram, posting content on Facebook, reaching out to people. I was sending 30 messages per day. That's 900 messages per month. So even if I got 1% of these people to buy, that's 9 customers per month, right? So even for me, that was worth it. Now, there's the other side, of course, where yes, it can get risky. So for instance, if you start a new online business, you don't have any experience on marketing or on online related things, and you go and you spend, you know, $2,000 per month on softwares, $1,000 per month on an employee, or maybe 2 employees. Now you're at $4,000 per month, and now you have a graphic designer, and you want to invest $3,000 per month on Facebook ads. So now you have $7,000 per month in fixed costs. So yes, if you don't generate sales, you're pretty much at risk. It's risky, and you will have to have either an emergency fund or a backup plan or something, because at this point there is risk of not generating sales. But if you're like me and you started out and you want to start with free traffic strategies, affiliate marketing, creating content, pretty much zero risk. So for you, like for instance, if you have a job, there's zero risk of starting a business and having a side hustle, because you could see the sales come in at the same time of having your job. And maybe once you're making, I don't know, $2,000 per month with your side business, with your side hustle, you could invest a portion of that, maybe half, on advertising, on softwares, to start scaling, to start getting more sales, to start automating. And at this point, now you're building a real business. So before I started out manually sending messages, getting sales by having phone calls, organic traffic. Now I have a lot of funnels, I have websites, I have my YouTube channel, I have my email marketing software, I send emails, I have, you know, copywriter. So I just have many different things now in my, let's say, my machine, my little internet world. But I didn't have any of this stuff. I have different accountants and all of these crazy things, but I didn't start that way. And I don't want you to think that you need all of these things to start, because you really don't. You can get started right now, like I did, and start working your way up as you start getting more results. So to answer the question of this video, is it risky to start an online business? It can be risky, but it doesn't have to be risky. And you gotta know which position you are in, and based on that, start applying strategies or methods that are not very risky for you. If you are just starting out, you don't have a lot of experience, you want to minimize the risk. I see a lot of people also creating businesses with huge expenses, and they don't even have a proof of concept. They don't know if what they're gonna create works. I prefer to start low, have proof of concepts, pretty much get like not a guarantee, but at least some type of certainty that my product will sell well, or that what I'm doing has demand. And after that, I can start accumulating a little bit more risk, because I know that I already had the proof that people wanted what I'm selling, right? So that's basically it. Hope you found this video valuable. It's a simple one, but if you want to learn more about how you can start or how you can scale your online business, be sure to go to workwithsebastian.com to work with me. And that's basically it. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.